We've been examining the Dharun Ravi trial this morning, and criminal defense attorney Meg Strickler is with us now, as she's been watching as well. Well, I understand. I want to give you an update here. I'm getting word from our producer in the courtroom that Judge Berman just cautioned the media, that when we come back from break, some of those surveillance videos that they've been talking about this morning are going to be shown, and of course, MB, Tyler Clementi's date, is on those surveillance videos, so we're not going to be able to show you the videos. We were not going to be broadcasting those images, but we will be taking you live to court, and obviously the camera will just be focused on something else, the witness or the defendant probably, and as they watch these surveillance videos. But I wanted to ask you, Meg, they've been going back and forth this morning about, you know, who did you see in the surveillance videos? And some of them he keeps talking about September 16th, which is not a date in question. It was the first date that MB, we know, went to see Tyler Clementi there at the Rutgers dorm. Why would the surveillance videos be so imperative to the defense?
You know, I have no idea. I said it from the outset. My guess would be there's some more information here that we don't know about that they're going to bring up. So they're laying the foundation. They're laying the foundation as to when MB came in to the dorm. And so I'm imagining there's some tweets, there's some Facebooking, there's whatnots, texting that correspond with that. And so they're just laying the foundation to show that. I guess. I don't know. I don't know what they're up to. But maybe that they don't connect. You know, I don't get it. I don't know.
Is that, I mean, how, I'm wondering, so many of us are visual. And when we see it, obviously, as we would in surveillance video, it's much more impactful than just talking about it. But to just see somebody walk in and walk out, you don't know. I can't come up with anything. I mean, I'm just trying to think, maybe they're trying to make it either not correspond or correspond with the texts or whatnot, the iChats, the whatnot. Yeah. Because none of it is disputed.
Right.
You know, nothing is disputed.
No.
You know, we know he was there. We know. Well, and I don't know, maybe they would focus on his demeanor and if he looked like he was intimidated by any of the kids. As he
MB?
MB, yes. As he testified a little bit too in his testimony. But that was from the 19th, not the 16th,
it doesn't
which
go
they've
to
been
his
talking
defense.
about this morning. And what, right, and his defense is that this was not invasion of privacy and this was not bias intimidation because Dharun Ravi did not have any abhorrent feelings about homosexuality or no fears about anybody who might be gay, and that he was just a kid and didn't know he was what he was doing.
I just gotta say,
do either
when you
of those
say that,
work with you?
No, when you say it, you're summing up their defense, and I'm thinking to myself, I mean, it doesn't work. None of that works. You have written text. Written, okay? That shows what he thought. I mean, I won't write, I don't feel well this morning, so to speak, if I didn't feel it. Okay, so you have no defense here.
But I will say, there was nothing in these texts or tweets that we have seen necessarily that would show bias intimidation. Invasion of privacy, how do you get around the invasion of privacy here?
You can't.
You can't.
You put the video iChat on,
right,
and then you walked out of the room. By definition, that's invasion of privacy. Right now, you have a computer sitting there. If I just turned the camera on there, that camera, every computer has one now, and then I walked away, I could be watching you from home, even though everyone else is watching from home from this angle. I mean, that's creepy, scary, and it does need to be a crime, and this is the poster child for it. He doesn't have a defense.
Now,
I'm trying for one,
let me ask you this. What about the bias intimidation? A lot of people are saying, look, that's going to be a tough one to prove. There was one tweet I remember hearing, I'm sorry, it was a text between Ravi and one of his friends where Ravi wrote, "Yeah, keep the gays away." That hurts.
Yeah, that hurts. You know, there's joking. You can always have joking, and I think there's just a line. And I think that's what the defense is going for, is that there's just a line, and it's nebulous. It's a gray area of what makes it criminal. And what I just said earlier was that criminal is becoming more criminal, okay?
Okay.
It's becoming more statutorily bad to go do these things, where 10 years ago it was not. All right? So what the defense is arguing, I think it's the best defense, is this is nebulous, he knew what he was doing, he knew it was criminal, please, don't lock him in prison for the next 5-10 years.
Okay. We may get some answers here. In-session correspondent Beth Karras is at the courthouse, of course, and she just spoke, I understand, with Attorney Altman. Beth, good to have you with us today. What did he say?